Well, I just think Rupert, they've been building towards this particular tournament for a very long time. They've got a lot of experienced players back who have been under the heat, under the fire in some pretty important games, and I like the look of this squad of South Africa that they've brought here this weekend. I just saw signs, and I think they had a little bit back in Madrid. Keeping in mind that they knew they had this tournament, they didn't want to show all their cards, so I think they're ready to roll this weekend.
Yeah, that was their focus, wasn't it? Mexico have been running around on the Challenger Series. So they will try and upstage the four-time World Series champion South Africa here. A big gulf in history between these two Sevens nations. Ben Breakspear from Wales, your referee. But South Africa will try and get us underway here. In the backroom staff for Mexico, a couple of familiar Frenchmen, Terry Brouahua and Pierre-Gilles Lacafia. Have been running this Mexican team on the Challenger Series this season. There is Pierre-Gilles Lacafia, he could play on the day, and Terry Brouahua just to his right, the petit général of French rugby sevens in days gone by. So here we go. It'll be Selvin Davids to get us underway, the South African captain. They're in green, they're left to right. Mexico in their red shirts. Mexico bring it down well from the kickoff into the hands of Andres Rodriguez. Now it's Munoz up over his own 22. Saw them play at the Munich Challenger 7 Series a few weeks ago. Did pretty well at that tournament. That's a pretty good tackle from Ryan Oosthuizen on the near side.
Ball is live.
Oh, fantastic from the number 2. You won't get around him. Using the sideline, there's Terry Brouahua. He can play.
Oh, yeah. Great feat. He actually played here on this ground for France against Ireland in 2016 in the final, which France lost. Didn't make the Tokyo Olympics, remember. They're there this time as hosts, of course. That turned out to be a great day for Irish rugby sevens, not so for the French. But here comes South Africa, hoping they can get through to that winner-takes-all game on Sunday afternoon. And here's Shilton van Wyk back in Blitzbok colours for this tournament. And he's got their opening try here in Monaco.
Geez, it was a nice pass, though, from Tristan Lades, I think it was, in the first receiver role. Look at him here, he's going to receive the ball now. And he just whips it across the face of the defence, and Shilton van Wyk bounces out on that path and gets on the outside of his marker easily. Remember, this is all on the back of some good defence from Ryan Oosthuizen. They got the turnover and got the line out, and that's the end result. Well done.
He's been a real bright spark for them in recent times, just Shilton van Wyk from the Poland Cavaliers. 15s. Conversion doesn't make it, remains 5-0. Interesting season for them. They won Dubai, remember, to open the series in first weekend of December last year. Didn't hit a cup quarter-final for the rest of the series. Extraordinary fall from grace for a team of this caliber. Change of head coach as well. Philip Snyman now running the show. There's Zane Davids, he's back as well. He retrieves the ball from that restart. Van Wyk again, now Lades. Made his debut in Perth back in January. Over the top to one of the real speed merchants in rugby sevens, Tiaan Pretorius. And he goes round under the post for South Africa.
We just powered out of those would-be tacklers from Mexico. They've got to do better than that against Pretorius because he's too strong. Look at him here, lowers the shoulder, powers through the first one, rolls through the second and gets rid of the third as well. Impressive from the young man on the edge.
He came out of the Western Province Academy, did Tiaan Pretorius and Lades. That's the extra 2 points. Yep. So here's Chrissy Grobbelaar, another Western Province player, to Tristan Lades, to Selwyn Davids. Davids on an angled run, that's been knocked forward. And we know what's coming here. That's a yellow card all day long. Mexico, Los Sopientes down to 6 here. Zero tolerance for that.
Still a bit knock on.
Oh, no doubt about that. They're just under pressure, aren't they? Just couldn't help himself.
Scrum.
Try to pull it back, but yeah, that's a yellow card.
Pascal Naudard
Here's a mark, lad.
from the Black Thunder Rugby Club. He's actually half French. Pascal Naudard. He'll sit down for 2 minutes. That's the end product.
Bind.
They're going to have to defend
Set.
South Africa on a big power play here. And they've got big numbers if they can find a way to shift it. And they're in the direction of Pretorius here. Skips inside and finds the offload off the deck. Lades is there. Davids, Oosthuizen cuts out Zane Davids over the top to Christy Grobbelaar. And he strolls in for their third try.
Too easy for South Africa. It's hard when you got man on man, let alone 6 on 7. You can see here the first setup isn't the strike. It's just to get there, and look at how quick this ball is recycled, and now the strike comes on the second phase because they know they got numbers. It was a beautiful ball from Ryan Oosthuizen out to his forward partner and Grobbelaar. That's just way too easy.
So Grobbelaar had his injury problems this season, but they're pleased to have him back. He's a big-time player for them these days. Saw him cruising around on those hire bikes you get in Monaco along the waterfront yesterday on the day off, just, you know, relaxing, seeing the sights.
Keeping the legs ticking over, still active recovery, I suppose.
You could call it that, yeah. Here's Oosthuizen climbing high, can't hold on, went forward. So Zane Davids will be pulled back.
It'll be interesting to see what the high-power coaching staff of Mexico say at half-time. They haven't really had hands on ball as yet. Zero chance, apart from this one, really, to fire a shot, so now they can. They're able to get a stable platform to launch from.
Bind.
Great to have you with us on Rugbypass TV. Big day tomorrow, KT. We got Japan, England, live on Rugbypass TV, exclusively, coming from Tokyo. Breaking some new ground there.
Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. Great crew in charge of that, the studio as well. So get your wallet out, get on Rugbypass TV. It's going to be a banger. First test for England. What are you picking? Japan, 2 Eddies, firing a few shots.
Tell you what, yeah, he's had some interesting press conferences this week. When doesn't he? And they're going to get another try here. The blitz box. And it's Pretorius will get another one.
Yeah, well, they're just being ruthless, aren't they? With a one-man advantage here. South Africa, very professional first half from them. There's the quick tap, and you've got a guy on the ball with great footwork, such as Selvin Davids out to Lades. Just the uptake and speed as soon as he gets the ball from Pretorius. Too easy.
It's an interesting weekend mentally for these players, isn't it? Because South Africa, they know they're going to be involved. They know they're going to be there in the big knockout games on Sunday. Obviously, you can't take anyone lightly. You can't let any complacency breed in, but you want to make sure you peak on those knockout games on Sunday. Not even the one in the morning. You want to get through the quarter. You want to get to the final. You want to play your best stuff then. That's what it's going to take. And it's going to be 14 minutes potentially late on Sunday afternoon for a place at the Paris Olympic Games. It is cutthroat here in Monaco this weekend. Move the hands of Ripoll, the number 10 with the long hair. Here he is arriving at the breakdown.
No foul play.
Good change of direction from Mexico, looking to try and get out of their half, but the heavy hit comes in from big Zane Davids. He didn't miss.
Backward.
It was Martinez who hit the deck. Added seconds here, first half. More big defence, this time from Selwyn Davids.
Grounded in goal half-time.
And it's been a bit like Davids and Goliath here so far in this game, because South Africa will go to the break leading Mexico by 24 points to 0. efforts. The Stade Louis II in Monaco. What a sight it is here in the Principality. We are on day one, the final game of day one of 3 here. And this is a Pool A game between South Africa and Mexico. South Africa red hot favourites coming into this tournament.
Time on.
They do have the likes of Great Britain, Spain, Canada, Hong Kong, China as well to deal with here. But they're heavily back to go all the way, and they've started well, 24-0. Just easing into this, not forcing too much, but they picked up 4 tries already over Mexico, who play several places below them in Elite Rugby Sevens in the Challenger Series. So you are looking at 2 teams operating in different kind of areas in Rugby Sevens. I think they're going to get a second yellow card here. And I think it's the same player. And that's a red for a double yellow to Pascal now. Dowd, it couldn't have gone any worse for them at the start of the second half.
Oh, and he's only just come back onto the field for his first indiscretion. Again, he gets caught on the outside, but he just can't help himself there. Definitely deliberate. And at this level, you just can't do that. And that's the thing when you're from Mexico, just aren't exposed to this type of speed and power that South Africa are bringing.
Crouch.
Well, we got some biographical notes from Mexico ahead of this tournament.
Set.
Listed this could potentially be his final tournament ever in Rugby Sevens, so he'll hoping it doesn't end that way. Lades has used some good footwork there for South Africa as Mexico tried to kick it, having turned over the ball. Here's Selwyn Davids to Pretorius. He's on a hat-trick. Good tackle on him, though, from Andres Rodriguez from the Black Thunder Rugby Club. Penalty, Mexico. Good work with 6 players.
Yeah, Sanchez it was with the turnover. Emilio, the number 12 that time. He just got isolated there a little bit, Pretorius. So they had 2 numbers. The chop tackle and then Sanchez straight over their ball.
He's 20 years old, Emilio Sanchez.
Time on.
South American rugby, Central American as well. Incredible what is going on in that part of the world, that world rugby region, isn't it? With the likes of, you know, Argentina, of course, Chile, Uruguay, Paraguay here as well. And
keep a space, lads, please.
in this competition, and Central American nations like Mexico rising ever steadily, developing their 7s and 15s programs. It's great to see. Here is the 20-year-old who made the tackle, Rodriguez. He goes in there to secure the ball. They get another penalty. Mexico working hard here, down to 6.
Yeah, but ill-discipline here from South Africa. They made a host of changes with their big lead that they got out to in the first half. So Coach Philip Schneiman able to get players into the tournament.
Yeah, and they don't want to risk any injuries. We've already seen Great Britain have lost a player. I heard that Tom Emery's done an Achilles in that game, so his tournament's over, and you can't replace anyone at this tournament. So they are down to 11, Great Britain, for the rest of the tournament.
And the thing is, Tom Emery, he's a massive piece of the puzzle for Team GB as well. So best wishes go to him with his recovery.
And that wasn't about player management in that game. It was right at the start of the game where he innocuous tackle on the far side, just one of those rugby incidents. It just happens sometimes, and so harsh on the young man, especially with an Olympic Games potentially in July if you win this. So, yeah, all head coaches will be conscious of that. But Philip Schneiman of this South African team, he will be, as you say, wanting to manage time, manage moments, manage games with his squad. Here's Ripoll to throw to the line out. There's Oosthuizen at the front, trying to turn it over. It's gone over the sideline. They'll do it all over again.
We'll be asking his team to start managing their discipline a lot better. It's been pretty lackadaisical this second half.
It's from the Roosters Rugby Club, Rodrigo Ripoll in Querétaro City.
That's what I love about our game. Some of these clubs' names are outstanding. Roosters.
Good line-out take. Here come Los Serpientes. Krobbelaar and Lades, though, have got the choke tackle in action. Sean Williams is off the bench. He's getting involved as well, and they've turned it over. Physical stuff from the blitz box.
And that's their base, isn't it? That's where their foundation always lies, the physicality, whether it be defensively or offensively that time. Look at him coming in and assist there, Lades and Robala.
Okay.
They just stack that ruck, and there's no way that's getting down, and that's a maul straight away.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Here's South Africa looking for their 5th try. Williams off the base to Lades, and he'll have too much pace in the corner for number 5.
Well, he's been in some form, this young man. In 2024, Trishan Lades, easy off the base. Remember, they got the advantage of an extra player. But when you got gas like this guy, just makes it look easy. It was 29-0 scoreline, and I'm sure the nil was the most pleasing for the coach so far.
Impivis is out there, wins the ball for restarts. He so often does for South Africa, one of the best exponents of the restart chase in Rugby Sevens, as Lades gets over the 22. He's been really lively. And now Roscoe Speckman to Grobala to Impivis. Easy does it. Blitzboxer in again.
Impivis getting some game time late in this game. Makes an immediate impact, the big boy. There's the setup. Look at that great clean. And the ball is just sitting on the platter for Speckman to deliver it. And Impivis looking very strong.
Impivis been around the scene for a while now. 40 events on the series, plus pinnacle events. Crucial player for them. And interesting that one thing Philip Snyman did when he came back in was bring back some size to the South African team. They felt they needed a bit more physicality. Visser provides that. Dylan Sage was with them for a while. Hasn't made this squad here for the Repechage, and it's danger signs. Almost onto it was Roscoe Speckman. 34-0. They're playing with 6 players here because Nazar double yellow red card. They've been done for rolling on the floor, so Speckman can go quickly. Numbers over on the far side, and they will score in the corner. And it is Severe Soyaswapi who's off the bench and has a try already.
Yeah, very unselfish there in that setup, South Africa. Soyaswapi, the ex-skipper, patrolling that one, and they've managed him very well. Again, brings that power on the edge, brings that difference out wide for South Africa. They've got the speed winger, now they've got the power guy to come on to Soyaswapi.
Shakes, as he's known, former captain of this Blitzbox team. Took him to the Olympics in Tokyo. Eased him back this season, didn't they? He's out for a long time with injury, but great figure to have around. Used to high pressure moments. That's what you want this weekend. They've got the ball back again here, South Africa. Hunting an 8th try here. Just the kind of start they would have wanted. Good quick feet from Williams. Penalty.
Put it down, put it down.
Fren Breakspear just tells the Mexicans to let go, and here comes South Africa again. Visser cuts out Grobala. And yeah, that's number 8 for South Africa. And as the clock ticks into the red, that'll do the job, and that'll take him nicely into Saturday with a good win under the belt.
He's got to roll away. He's had time for the counter back.
Ruthless win. This is what this is from South Africa. Look at this pass from right to left from Impivis. Right on the money, right on the chest, an exclamation mark on a fantastic game 1 for South Africa.
Yeah, so anywhere in the 40s is a very decent effort. As that conversion almost curls it at the end, but there remains at 44-0 to South Africa, just the start they wanted.